Recently, whilst listing a property for sale, the seller told me that when they purchased their villa about 10 years ago, they did so without using the services of a lawyer. Now, fortunately for them, they purchased a legal villa and the documentation was virtually in full order. So in this week's episode of 2 Minute Tuesday with Hondon Valley Homes, we asked the question, can you actually buy a villa without a lawyer? Now, the obvious answer to this question is that, well, of course you can buy a property without using a lawyer. There is no legal requirement to use a lawyer here in Spain. However, would I buy a villa myself without using a lawyer? Even with my experience, the simple answer is no, never in a million years. Would I advise any of my clients not to use a lawyer? Again, the answer is simple, no, never. Let me explain why. The property sale process in Spain is very similar to that in much of Europe, but there are some very subtle nuances that can make a huge difference when you're looking to purchase. So these are the main reasons why you need to use a good lawyer. Now, number one, we're going to call this property and conveyancing. Now, as an agent, we check out as much of the information on a property as we can when we visit the property initially. We check the availability of the documentation to ensure that there is nothing that would stop us from listing the villa for sale. And at Hondon Valley Homes, our policy is that if there is any work that needs to be done on the property's paperwork, it is done before we list the property for sale. Now, unfortunately, not all agents are as diligent and they can often attempt to sort out these issues after they've found a buyer. So they will list a villa for sale and hopefully find a buyer and then attempt to sort out the paperwork when they have the buyer found. This is just one of the reasons why you need a good lawyer. Number two, language. Another good reason for using a lawyer is that the whole transaction purchasing a property in Spain is done under the jurisdiction of the Spanish legal system, as we are in Spain, and this will be done in Spanish. Your lawyer will be one who will do all the contracts, but they'll do in a language of your choosing. So they will still be in Spanish, as Spanish is the legal language, but they will also provide a translation for you. Number three, I've called independence. Now, what I mean by this is that the lawyer does not gain financially from the sale. So unlike the vendors or the estate agent who are commission-based, your lawyer has only one interest, and that is ensuring that the property that you wish to purchase meets the requirements of the law to enable you to do so. If the property is not correct, they will tell you to walk away. They'll still get their fee regardless. Number four is money handling. Now, your lawyer can actually save you money. If you forget about their fee for just a second, if you use the lawyer's client account for transferring the funds for the purchase, it's normally free. If you were to use your own bank account into your own Spanish bank account, you would then have to issue banker's draft checks and they cost hundreds of euros. Now, number five, I call this the future. Now, a relationship that you build up today with your lawyer when you first move to Spain will last you for many, many years. Your lawyer will do all of your taxes, they will assist you with your NIE numbers, residencia, legal issues, wills, probate, as well as the sale of the house in the future. Number six, and finally, as an estate agent, we've had several clients try to buy properties themselves and save themselves a few euros without using a lawyer. And it has failed miserably. They've ended up having to employ a lawyer to undo all of the mess that they've created in the first place. So save yourself the hassle and go with a lawyer from day one. Now, as a side note, as an agent, I would rather deal with two sets of professional lawyers, as they're not going to be emotionally invested in the sale, and consequently the sale will proceed in a time-served manner, with each side of the sale acting in accordance with the client's best interests at heart, and each side will be aware of their own responsibilities. Now, if you look back through some previous episodes of 2 Minute Tuesday archives, you'll see that we've got videos produced about choosing a lawyer and what to expect them. I think it's episodes 15, 16, 17. So go along and take a look after you've watched this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe by clicking on the link at the end of the video. Please feel free to drop me a line on the link that should be on the screen at the moment. And if you've got any questions about buying or selling, please let me know. Once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. We look forward to seeing you for the next episode of 2 Minute Tuesday with Hondon Valley Homes. But for now, adios.